AFL expand. Today, Foster's State of Origin football gives the Apple Isle a chance to make a point or two. Led by talented running players, Graham Wright, Darren Pritchard, Trent Nichols and Simon Atkins, they'll be keen to upset a Victorian side, rich in key position players, but frustrated by injuries.
And also Tasmania, keen to atone for their defeat here last year. We'll take a break from the North Hobart grounds and we'll be back with the action in just a moment.
Game.
We'll pause for the national anthem. So we're set to go, and one duel that jumps off the page at you, Bernie, is the clash of the ruckman, Manson and Monkhurst, teammates at Collingwood. That should be outstanding.
Yes, I think that could have also a bit of a bearing on the result as well. James Manson, who's a very good ruckman. He gives
second attempt there by Monkhurst. Paul Deere tries to go through the pack, was going nowhere. There's a whistle and a Victorian free. And Monkhurst will get it. No, in fact, he doesn't get it. It's taken by Paul Deere, who boots down towards half forward. Longmire was on the lead. Socket off the ground back towards midfield. Young's over the ball, pushed out of it, pushed in the back. And he'll get the free kick. So Young plays on quickly across to Kerrison. Not a good kick. Michael Gale takes the defensive mark. Gets the hand pass away. Mansfield towards centre wing. Fisted away by Martin. And the ball goes out of bounds and will be thrown in. So a throw in. Down towards right half forward for the Vicks. The Bree is pushing across the ground then. Paul Deere wins it wide of the pack. Nichols dragged away from the ball. Stevens scrambles it. Ramiro's got it now. Back towards the 50-metre line. Mansfield had it elude him. Standing kick out of defence by McPherson. And the mark is taken by Golding, according to the book. But that's not Golding out there.
Ball booted up by Clayton to half forward. Strong tackle by Gary Ayres. The ball spills free. Langford a long way from goal. Has to get rid of it quickly. Nichols, a strong tackle on him for holding the ball. And the Tasmanians don't like that.
He may have been a bit unlucky there, Pete, because I thought that tackle from Chris Langford was over the shoulder.
Langford kicks to half forward. Chance down there for Wallace. Atkins dives it on top of it. His Footscray teammate. And it will be a bounce at half forward for Victoria. No score yet in the State of Origin game. No one could get it away from the pack either. There must be about 20 players around it. And we'll see another bounce from umpire Sheehan.
Having a look at the Victorian lineup, Peter, there's just two players on the forward line. And they are using 4 players across the centre. So they obviously feel it's very important to win the ball down there quickly.
Paul Deere did win it down quickly. Allison from left half forward could be the first score of the game. And in fact it is to Victoria, but it's one behind. So a point to the Vicks. No wind advantage here at the North Hobart Oval. Huddle being played. Now they scatter. And a strong mark down there by Alistair Lynch. Could be a good day for him. Conditions made for the big man here this afternoon. Ground in absolutely ideal condition. And there's a good mark taken by McCarthy. Chance for Tasmania now as they go into attack through Brett Stevens up towards half forward. But Langford in the road again. His second possession of the afternoon.
In the back pocket. Goes out wide. Wright's got it. Away to Ayres. Hard against the boundary line. Kicks towards centre wing. Paul Deere. Good football back to right. Down towards half forward goes the kick. And the strong mark is taken in front by Toohey. Wants to play on and does so immediately. Intended for Longmire. Knocked away by Lynch. Atkins has got it. Nicely done. Wright. He's at centre half back and in trouble. The hand pass not a particularly good one. Lynch goes off the ground. Out towards centre wing. Pritchard, the skipper today. Gets the kick through centre wing towards half forward. Ayres is in front. Does well. Playing the mark. Not played.
Too.
Right. Free kick is going Tasmania's way. And it will be taken by Paul Hudson. He goes in short, uses the ball superbly. And this is Michael Stiles. He'll kick from just outside what are 40-metre lines here. In fact, that's Colin Alexander. wearing number 23. Oh, this is fun. Alexander kicks and kicks truly. First goal of the game.
Well, they're playing a few tricks at Tasmanians because Alexander playing in a different number. Michael Styles' number that was, 23, as Dennis said, but they may have just tried a few things to throw the Victorians off their game. There's a kick from just outside that 40-metre line, so a little bit easier to kick from the normal 50-metre line as the grounds are marked in Melbourne.
I don't know why I bothered writing the teams out, but it seems to be a monumental exercise in wasting time. Back into the centre, Monkhurst. Doesn't tap it very far. Chance for the Vicks through Condon. Kicks to half forward. Gale going through pretty solidly. Kerrison surely got one on the back. And Shane Kerrison will take the free kick at left centre wing. Kerrison into the gloom. Lynch goes the spoil. Longmire tries to break clear. Romero. Snapshot and one behind. So Tasmania leading by 4 points. Tasmania having kicked the one goal through Colin Alexander.
It's not a bad move with Alistair Lynch at full back because you'll be able to match Longmire in the air. He's got a good spring, Alistair Lynch, and should be able to spoil on most occasions.
Out of bounds. Out of side as Bauer tracks the ball across the boundary line.
Now number 27 for Tasmania out there, Pete, down as Steve Golding, is in fact Byers, the tall fellow there, a ruckman. So,
well, he was going to be given number 13, wasn't he?
Yes, he's the real unidentified flying object.
Well, we can pick him up, okay. That's Monkhurst. Goes for the hand pass to Stevie Wright from left half back. He gets pretty solidly met as he kicks the ball. And Romero playing well. Gets it to Kerrison. Kerrison, a wobbly kick up towards half forward, almost a mark. Spearman comes through pretty solidly. That was Tui that missed it. Now a chance for Lynch. And a long clearing kick gets Tasmania out of danger.
Up to centre wing. Monkhurst has got it now. Breaks away. Kicks towards half forward. Two Victorians there, and the mark is taken by Bernard Tui. Double-pronged attack featured by Victoria in the early going. Tui and Longmire. Here's Tui in the pocket. In short. Gives it away. McPherson in front of Longmire. Across the face of goal. This will make it interesting. Got the run of it. Spearman. Atkins. Nice little prop. He's busy again. Kicks through centre. Good fist there came from Martin. Got it on the ground, but it's picked up by Pritchard. Big kicks inside 40. Hanson's the target. Almost interfered with by Foster. Barwick a half chance. Breaks the tackle. Pulls it back. It's close. It's hit the post. Or did it?
Yes, it did.
They're celebrating, but it brushed the post on the way through for Doug Barwick. So Tasmania lead by 5 points. Just under 18 and a half minutes remaining till quarter time. Kick to the outer side. Manson's in front. Victoria have got the numbers. Bauer couldn't do anything with it. We've got a whistle. He's going to get a free kick.
Brendan Bauer just left of half back with the free for Victoria, and Kerrison doing well on the wing. Hurried kick. Condon, or hand pass. Longmire could have got a free kick for on the shoulder. Nichols taken high by Condon, but out of bounds. In fact, he will get the free kick. Trent Nichols at right half back for Tasmania. A rather vociferous crowd here. Now that's Byers, we believe. Missed the mark.
He's got the free kick, Pete, over the much too high with that bump from Monkhurst into the head of Byers.
Byers on right centre wing. Doesn't get too much distance with the kick. Oh, McCarthy. Great grab. Fine mark in front of Martin. Two North Melbourne players. Centering kick. Inside 40. Manson. Great mark.
A beautiful lead there by James Manson. And McCarthy is capable of delivering the ball to perfection, which he did on that occasion, but a strong lead, an aggressive lead by James Manson. Good to see. Look at that in replay. A great grab in between the two Victorian players. He's going to be way to play on the forward line too. Plenty of movement.
He'll be kicking from right on 40 metres. As Dennis mentioned earlier, the line's 40 metres out, not 50, so the distance won't be a problem. And he gets it.
Imagine this man's finger is your car's finger.
mark is taken by Fell, about 40 metres out from goal. So Tassie looking very good at the present time, working it well out of the centre.
Good tactics also, Dennis, because really I think Manson's propped it full forward and Shane Fell's moved out to the pocket, and that's taken Chris Langford away from the action.
He's kicked 25 goals this season for the Swans. Kicks from about 42 metres out. Strong kick. It's another goal.
It could even be a chance, I think, from here, Pete. Michael Gale is just a fairly good kick.
It's just over 40 metres out.
Kicking from about 45, 46 metres.
Need to aim for the left goal post. A slight breeze blowing across the ground here at North Hobart. His brother, in the meantime, runs the boundary. And rushed through for one behind. Off many fists. So a point to Tasmania. The Tasmanians doing all the attacking. 3-2 to 2 behind. 14.5 minutes left in the opening term. Chris Langford stutters in the run-up. McCarthy, big punch away. Pritchard, the Tasmanian captain. Manson, nearly another mark. Barwick, he's already kicked one. Caddens into the back of an opponent. The ball slapped away from the pack. And a chance for Victoria through Langford from Kennedy to get clear.
Bauer wants to go. Bit lucky there. Kicks under pressure. Through centre wing. Relayed free kick. McPherson's got it. But it's a Victorian ball. Certainly having a pronounced influence on this game earlier, Simon Atkins, who played his football in Tasmania for Wynyard. He's been very busy. Best man on the ground so far. Ramiro, long kick to half forward. Opportunity for Tasmania. McPherson, there's that man again. Atkins, good kick too. On the outer side, it's Byers. Byers down towards the pocket, and Hudson. Good strong mark. All Hudson. Hard against the boundary line. Kicks from about 55, intended for Fell. Langford knocked it away. Condon back to Langford. This is Knights. Ooh, kicks through centre. McPherson fingertips to it. Opportunity for Longmire. McPherson met him solidly and fairly. Lynch in trouble. McPherson, Mansfield over the ball, and he was pushed in the back and will get a free kick.
Well, they're doing the right thing at the moment, Tasmania. They're getting in first, putting their bodies over the ball and winning the free kicks.
Clayton towards midfield. McCarthy's the target. Couldn't hang on. Wright roving in front. Gets the kick away down towards half forward. Going back McCarthy. Almost the clever mark. Martin was there. Swooping on it Pritchard. Hooks it back towards a more central situation, and the mark is taken by Fell. Intelligent kick.
Yeah, clever kick there by Darren Pritchard. Great pace there on the wing. And now Shane Fell from about 45 metres.
He's already got one. Great start by Tasmania. They lead 20-2, and they're playing with plenty of endeavour, plenty of enthusiasm, and they're looking far and away the better side. Fell kicks from 42 metres. Not so good this time. It falls away to the left and goes through for a minor score. So the margin now is 19 points.
And 1-1. The tally to Shane Fell. Foster to kick in. He's going to go to the outer side. Langford punches down. Ball beating Terry Wallace over the boundary line before he got the hand pass away. And we'll see a throw in front of the Foster's tent, which predictably is pretty crowded.
Sort of start this game needed, really.
Certainly got the crowd fired up. I think they were looking for blood before the siren anyway. Monkhurst, as long as it's not ours at the end of the game, we'll be quite happy. And a strong mark taken by Matthew Mansfield with the arm guard. He got that in a reserves game when he clashed with Billy Duckworth. Monkhurst. The arm guard very similar to one worn by Peter Dean from Carlton. And they have been passed by the umpires. Tasmania again. Mansfield once more, kicking to half forward. Langford backing up well off the edge of the square, and the Hawthorn fullback goes long up towards half forward. Good bump by Gale. Spearman rides his opponent into the turf and has given away a free kick. It'll be taken by Tui.
Well played by Tui too. He knew he was about to be tackled. as Alexander's off the ground. He's been replaced by Darren Davies, the Footscray player.
Davies wearing number 29. He was listed as 19. Is that Victoria's first goal? Judging by the public library sound up there, it is.
A long hand pass by Coghlan to Winmar is good, and the Saints go up forward. Here comes Lockett, and he's taken it 30 metres. Hang on, what's this? A Westpac $1,000 bonus saver football competition. Each week, Westpac is giving away a $1,000 bonus saver account, and all you have to do is pick up your entry at any Westpac branch in Victoria. $1,000. This is good news. Now let's get back to the centre bounce. Hang on, where did everybody go?
Just over 10.5 minutes remaining in this first term. 3-3 plays 1-2. Ball on the half-forward line for Victoria. And Paul Deere is going to get a free kick. Deere having a fine season. Towards the pocket. Tui's the target down there. Couldn't hang on. It falls behind. Lynch heads for the boundary line, and that's good enough. So we've got a boundary throw in just inside the 40.
It's becoming an artwork, isn't it? An art form to get that ball just off the boot and dribble it over the boundary line.
Boundary throw in then. One down by Paul Deere. Tui, the snapshot. Misses narrowly to the right-hand side. 3-3 to 1-3. There's Bernard Tui. The section of the crowd enjoying this at the present time. Steve McPherson to bring it in. Goes to the outer side. Pritchard running hard. Takes the mark. Good aggressive lead that time. Pritchard from half-back, high towards centre wing. Hudson is down there. McCarthy couldn't hang on. Martin, forward of the pack, Romero. Was he pushed in the back? There's no free kick. Yes, he was. Late whistle, but good umpiring. Just looking ahead, perhaps for the advantage. Romero on centre wing, towards half-forward. Longmire's the target. From behind Lynch, almost a spectacular mark. Hudson gets it away. McPherson towards midfield. Loose ball. Victorians from all directions collide. Barwick now pushing it through towards half-forward. Darren Davies goes off the ground. Langford, awkward bounce. Manson, a half chance. Fell. Can he get out of there? No, he can't. Kennedy kicks towards the boundary. He had far more time than he knew, and will have a boundary throw in.
Well, they're fortunate to get away with that, Pete, because if Fell had got that hand pass out on the first occasion, I think Tasmania would have had a good chance to kick that goal.
And they were looking for a free kick for out of bounds against John Kennedy too. Monkhurst high on the ruck. Doesn't get an effective tap out. Good tackle by Kennedy. Atkins chasing forward. Likewise Davies. Right. Close to the boundary line. And the ball indeed over it for a throw in.
They're under a lot of pressure at the moment, the Vics. As I said earlier, there's no reason why they should be favourites to win this game. Most of these players play in the AFL competition.
Monkhurst and Byers did the ruck work. Victoria gaining about 5 to 10 metres. Jose Romero there on the left. Has played well so far in the opening term. 8 minutes left in this quarter. Monkhurst, no opposition in the ruck, but he can't take a clean possession. Chance for Tasmania again. Gale takes the hand pass at half forward. McCarthy almost the mark. Langford, another clearing dash. Kicks to position well at midfield. Romero, as I said, playing well. Centering kick from him up towards full forward. Tried to find Longmire. Couldn't do so. The Tasmanian defence working well and working overtime. And the ball comes out to Hudson. The hand pass from McPherson. Tasmania looking good at the moment. Manson. Oh, the ball very close to the boundary line, but picked up by Clayton. Centering kick from him at a mark. Fell. He's kicked 1-1 so far.
Well, the defenders there for Victoria. Peter Foster thought he had the mark, but safety first, it must be. Brendan Gale onto the ground for Tasmania.
Good
and
mark.
Stephen Byers off.
Who to? I would have thought Foster's.
Was it Clayton's mark there?
They're all out there.
Tui as well. Fell from 50 metres. Kicks his second.
Tonight on Skirts.
I'm a witch.
Julie gets a visit from the exorcist.
She's right off the tree, believe me.
Debbie gets too attached to a deserted child.
Aren't you just the most beautiful little boy in the whole world?
Pauline's placed in a difficult position by the boss.
Come over for a drink.
And Tina gets her first case of domestic violence.
Is there something wrong at home?
Boy's on some sort of fantasy trip. What about Mum?
You cover for a thug and a bully, and you do it in front of your own son.
Take a look at a great new Australian drama, Skirts, at 7:30 tonight on 7.
Hudson out of the middle, sends Tasmania forward. Brendan Gale on the ground. Up, couldn't hang on. Right towards the outer side wing. Bauer, he's got the pace. Now it's Knights. With him is Nichols. Two teammates at Richmond. Knights still going. Must be holding the ball. And is. Trent Nichols having a wonderful year. Right centre wing for Tasmania, who lead 4-3 to 1-3. Good pass. McCarthy looking very lively. Away to McPherson, who kicks long towards half forward. Fells in front this time. Timely fist away by Langford. And there's going to be a Victorian free in there. Foster taken high, and the ball, despite the efforts of Bauer, will come back. Peter Foster. Harsh decision moments ago. To right. He's at right half back. Where else? Kicks towards half forward. Manson goes back. Takes the mark. Mansfield towards centre wing. Kennedy missed it. Bauer waiting behind. This is Knights alongside the centre circle. Towards half forward and chipping in. Manson in front of the leading Tui. They're playing it well. They're getting back in defence. Stevens. Pritchard is loose. That's the direction the kick takes. Now he's got the job to do. Slapped it out of bounds. Must have been a voice in the crowd. We've got a throw in.
Well, there's no doubt that was deliberate also, as John Kennedy's kick a little bit earlier in the quarter.
Right half forward for Victoria. Manson in front. To all Tasmania. Clayton up towards Barwick. Barwick trying for the 50-metre penalty. Umpires having none of that. Barwick kicks long. Almost a good mark to Gale. Brendan Gale couldn't quite grab it. Monkhurst on the bottom of the pack. Wright breaks away from it first. He'll be keen to go for the boundary. Gets taken high, and he'll get the free kick.
It's a bad tackle there by Shane Fell. Stevie right over the ball. He only had to grab the Guernsey.
Kicks to Monkhurst. Nearly took the mark, and then kicks it out of bounds properly. So the Vic's under a lot of pressure, and the free kick will be taken by Graham Wright, who passes well. Barwick, and I tell you what, he can just about kick this.
Well, it'll only be about 50-55 metres out, Pete, so not without a chance, Doug Barwick.
He'll certainly be trying. Oh, what a roast! Look at the kick! A magnificent kick!
Malcolm, some people think he's...
And the Vic's certainly in trouble now. They need to get a couple on the board before quarter time if they can. Whitney kicks up to the pocket. It's all Tasmania. Wright loses it as quickly as he got it. Aggleson, a snapshot. Off target. Into the pocket. Spearman. Then it comes to McPherson. Condon slips over at the crucial time, and a chance for Atkins.
Battling with Condon. Stevens going in. Atkins. Hurried kick. Gained about 10 metres. Victoria working hard out there for a little return. Lyons on the ground, number 11, throwing his weight about.
Not too happy the Tasmanians with the treatment there. Ross Lyon obviously has been thrown on to stir things up.
At the half, it's 7-8 to 7-7.
Are you fit? Yes, I'll be fit from raring to go. No doubt about that.
Another player that will enjoy pulling on the big V is Magpie leader Tony Shaw. The 232-game veteran last represented his state in 1984 against Western Australia, and his brilliant form has forced selectors to consider his talents. He owes it all to renewed commitment.
I'd normally go up to Yarrawonga and have a nice Christmas and eat a bit and drink a bit, but I watched my weight this year, and I've got down to probably when I was, 1978 weight.
There's no doubt the Victorian selectors will only settle for a win, using the last debacle as motivation to set a positive frame of mind. In the past, the Sand Gropers have fielded quick sides, so the Vics have homed in on speed and aggression.
You look at the Western Australian side and they have got a lot of quick players.
They ended up kicking